Hello and welcome. This is Gigi, and this is a weekly tarot reading for my Gemini for the week starting September 12, 2016. And if you'd like to have a private reading from me, you can send me an email at gigileetarot@gmail.com. You can also subscribe to my channel. I would be very appreciative. And thank you for those who subscribed already. Welcome to my new subscribers. Thank you all for your likes, your shares, your comments, your private messages. I'm so blessed to have you guys, all the relationship that I'm building. Very grateful for that. And I also posted below the video where you could find me on social media as well. And now, my Gemini, on to your reading. I want you to know that prior to recording your reading, I meditate and ask Spirit for guidance, and I shuffle the cards as well. So let's see what we have in a past position this week. We have the Eight of Swords. So you're feeling restricted? Are you restricted? Maybe you are. Maybe there's this restriction put upon you. It could be in the most fundamental place in your life where it's like, oh, you can't really. And, Gemini is so courageous. It's the third house. Everything third house, yes, third house, people say it's always about communication and neighbor, but it's also about courage. If ever we have some alignment in your third house, it's courage of going forward in your dream and your ambition, and that's what Gemini represent. So having your ruler going retrograde in your fourth house, it's in Virgo, going retrograde, yes, it's restrictive. This restriction could be just wanting to teach you, and Virgo is such a critical sign, so it may not have the patience to answer all your questions that Gemini have. So like you're blindfolded, sitting down, or like whatever that is, just you're back against the wall and the universe is telling you, pay attention. Something is being shown to you, my Gemini. There's a detrimental behavior that is being shown to you. And Virgo wants to help you. Virgo are your helpers because you have this fundamental, important between you and Virgos is you share the same ruler, Mercury. Mercury, this versatile planet. The planet that is closest to the sun. It's something very special about Mercury. It's the planet of intelligence. So the fourth house also, which is, if you count yourself as a first house, my Gemini, you go counterclockwise on the astrological belt, you'll see Virgo number 4 is your fourth house. 4 is a very important number. It's about our foundation, 4 pillar of life, our house, our home, where we find comfort. So at this place right now, you're restricted because your ruler is going counter direction from the sun, is no longer following the sun. So there's something happening here. Okay, fundamentally, something that happened last week. Maybe there's some blame or something you have said, and now you have to listen to people telling you, no, I disagree with you. Or it could be, whatever that is opposition because, Saturn is in Sagittarius, your 7th house. So there will be things that could be so small to you where people are making a big deal, where you could have said something worse or bigger or done something worse or and nobody said nothing, and now people seems to have something to say. It could be what some of my Geminis going through. And let's see what we have in a position of the present for you this week. 7 of Swords. So you're still going forward. So it could be that you feel that you're restricted, but still you have this mental belief in your mind. So you're still not, you're still not aligning yourself in a direction that people will want you to align yourself, good or bad. It's not for me to say it's good or bad because it's the 7 of Swords. Sometimes it is good, and that's what we learned with Gemini. Gemini, I love them, but Gemini have their weakest point, just like all of the sign in the zodiac, and one of those weakest point with Geminis, because they're good talker, they are a jack of all trades, they are great at communicating, and they have this energy, well, some of them, they may not be honest all the time. Gemini are known to be sometimes, liars, and I don't want to say are known to be. It's depending on where this alignment falls in your birth chart, because I think anybody could be liars, but Gemini sometimes they'll just like, for them it's like, oh, they're in trouble right now, so their brain is thinking, oh, I'm gonna say something to release myself from trouble, so they'll say something, oh, I'm out. That's a quick thinkers, right? It's just like they think quickly, okay? Where the opposite of that is Sagittarius, where Sagittarius is very direct to the point where it's like, no, too much, it's like, you need to filter. But, there could be some of my Gemini here where you have to hide your intention. And maybe that is the necessary to do right now, because there's this square right now. The sun is squaring you, okay? And also now will be this new moon in Pisces, your 10th house, which is the highest house of the sky. It's the house of Capricorn, which represent the 10th house. But for you, the 10th house is Pisces. So there's something about your career, your reputation that could be culminating, that could be now visible. So just be mindful of that. And maybe it is time to lay low and observe. Okay, maybe it's the time to just think about a way where you could, just go through this. The simplest way for yourself, think about yourself. It's not the way to go and be like, well, this is it, Yeah, by all means, like I was telling you, defend yourself, but also sometimes it's just about making it easy on ourselves. And because of this energy, you may have to keep a low profile this week. And let's see what we have in the outcome position. Ace of Pentacles. And the outcome of it is, ultimately is you're going to be building yourself a lot with Saturn in your 7th house. 7th house, the house of business. Okay? But also there's so much energy in where you're able to, culminate in your career right now. You should be making a lot of progress. You should be, building yourself. There's some security available for you where you're able to increase your worth, your value. Okay, job opportunities, maybe create your job, maybe there's contract. Even if it goes against what people think you should be doing, think about yourself. And I think that if you do so, this universe is showing that you'll be compensated. And that's how it works for you, for Gemini, is to always follow what you want to do. And that's why you have some amount of luck around you, because you remain in a way where you have to fulfill your deepest need, your desires. And when you do that, you get compensated because you remain, you remain true to yourself, even if sometimes we have to hide your intentions. But I'm going to end this reading here for you, my Gemini. Let me know how this resonated with you. Leave me comments. Until next week, send you lots of kisses. I love you.